ago, in the Carboniferous period.
Wow, look at all these plants.
We're gonna get an A.
Look at all this coal. The coal is made from CO2 in the air into organic molecules. This must have greatly reduced the CO2 from the atmosphere.
What? Did you say it reduces the CO2 in the atmosphere?
I did say that.
Sunshine came softly through my window today. Could have tripped out easy, but I've changed my way. It'll take time, I know it, but in a while you're gonna be mine.
Because flowers can't get it on, they have to use pollination for reproduction. The sexual reproduction organs for flowers are on the flower. This is petals. Inside, when you peel back the petals, there's the stamen. Attached to the stamen are the sac-like anthers. Every flower, at the center of the flower is the carpel, the female reproductive structure. And this includes an ovary. The anther right in here goes through meiosis and produces haploid spores that goes through mitosis. It forms male gametophytes. The ovule goes through mitosis and makes female gametophytes. Pollination is when a pollen grain lands on the stigma, which is right here. There's the stigma. Gymnosperms from the pollen grain fertilizes the egg in the ovary.
That forms a zygote. A seed develops from each alveoli. Each seed consists of an embryo, surrounded by a food supply made of integruments. While the seed develops, the ovary walls thicken, forming a fruit that encloses the seed. When conditions are good, the seed germinates.
I'm a bumblebee.
And I'm a moth, and we're going to go pollinate these angiosperms. Angiosperms rely on our pollen. Pollinate.
Pollinate!
Pollinate.
Pollination!
Pollination. Oh yeah! Pine cones go through meiosis. It's got sporangia in pollen cones that produce spores by meiosis. Spores develop into pollen grains. Pine cones. Oh yeah!
Ovulate cone beans, ovules. This leads to pollination.
Pine cones. Oh yeah! A haploid spore cell in ovule develops into female gametophytes, which makes eggs. Pine cones.
Oh yeah! Male gametophytes grows tube to egg and releases
sperm. Pine cones.
Oh yeah!
Zygote develops into embryos and ovule becomes seeds. Pine cones.
Oh yeah! Then the seed germinates and the embryo grows into a seedling.
Pine cones.
Oh yeah!
Not actual size.
Call 1-800-333-CONE for your pine cone now. 2 for 1 deal right now. Get them while they last. Just keep going.
Just keep going. What is it, a pine cone?
Nice. Good imagination.
You like pine cones?
So much. Pine cones. Oh yeah.
I'm a seed, and my appearance needs to match my function. I need to be transported long distances, so I use animals like this here dog. Woof woof! This dog will transport me long ways, so I can be planted. Go! Go!
Angiosperms sustain us, and as for experiments, we depend on fruits and seeds of angiosperms for much of our food. Corn, rice, wheat, and other grains, the main food sources for most of the world's people and their domesticated animals, are dry fruits. Many food crops are fleshy fruits, including apples, cherries, tomatoes, squash, and cucumbers. While most people can easily recognize grains and fleshy fruits as plant products, fewer realize that spices such as nutmeg, cinnamon, cumin, cloves, ginger, and licorice come from angiosperms. Plant diversity is an irreplaceable resource. The human population, with its demand for space and natural resources, is extinguishing plant species and other vital species at an unprecedented rate. The threat to biological diversity is especially visible in the world's forest. This is a forest from earlier in time. This is a forest now! As you can see, there's not any trees in this forest because humans have been cutting all of them down. But in this forest, there's lots of trees.
25% of all pharmaceutical medicines come from trees. That's why deforestation is very bad. like Advil comes from trees.
We wish somebody would just tell us how it is, and when somebody dies, oh, we just get pissed. We wish somebody would just tell us how it is, and when somebody dies, oh, we just get pissed. We'd rather watch the truth perform for a masterpiece. Well, the question is if anything that really any is. I'll leave you a wildflower bouquet, and I will be on my way. Заглашу твои лишь панталеtas. And once I am over border, I will send you pretty postcard with 3 heartfelt cliches.